We as the Lord's people have a lot of privileges. One of them being the Lord's Day, that he has given us one day out of seven, the Sabbath day made for us to spend with him. It's a privilege that we have this church to gather in, a beautiful church. Thankfully it has air conditioning and heating whenever we need it. But it's also a privilege that each Lord's Day that you and I as God's people get to take our copy of God's Word and turn to the passage for that morning and for that week. And so in the spirit of that privilege, let's take now our copy of God's Word and turn to Acts chapter 9, verses 22 through 25. Acts 9, 22 through 25. We find that Saul has been converted. The man who was once bent on destroying the church has now been bent in the other direction. He's now bent on building up the church. A man who hated Jesus, who hated the gospel, who hated his followers, who was seeking to kill them, has now gone to them to share the gospel. Is now a man so changed that he's living a life that seeks to love the Lord as God with all of his heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love his neighbor as himself. And since we are here as ARPs, I'm going to share with you my feeling that I think Paul was probably the original ARP. So which meant he sought to daily glorify God and enjoy him forever. And what we see here with Saul is he's a man who's been changed so much we would describe him as one who was on fire for the Lord. He would not shut up about Jesus Christ. This is a changed man. And in our passage this morning, we find some reactions